Hey, what's up, guys? This is Damnation-n-Hellfire, and tonight I got Ross and Bad Cruising with me, and we're going to do a little preview of some CICs, apparently. Just kind of killing some time waiting for the link to come out so I can go jump on the preview server and we can see what we got going. Calum always has wonderful background noises when he's not muted. He's like, you know, knocking his microphone all around, repositioning and stuff.
So Caleb's gonna. Oh no, I think we're all we all are all Buccaneer users, though. Correct? I mean, for the for this first event, us three were.
Yeah. That is true, but I'm really glad that they're having us test the CICs, even though not a lot of people will be using them, because this helps us forestall any problems that might come up with them when they actually are released, you know?
Or even a basic understanding of what these are going to be about. I mean, in all honesty.
Yeah. Well, and it's like we were talking in the pre-show too. You know, you were asking me if I had a build save for the for my hydras, and I'm like, no, I don't, because I don't know how to build them, because I don't know what the CICs do. Because, you know, see, whatever the CICs do can greatly affect how you're going to build your boats.
Correct. And yeah, then if there was there's 3 different CICs that are going to be out too.
Yeah, there's the Mercy, there's the Capacitor, and there's the Aegis one. The Aegis one, I'm assuming, gives some kind of defensive fields and possibly buffs countermeasures. The Mercy, I'm thinking maybe might have something to do with healing, maybe. I don't know. And then the Capacitor one, I honestly have no idea what that one does, unless it has, like, gives an aura that triggers resonance capacity, maybe, or resonance capacitor. I have no idea. Anybody in chat got any speculations on what the CICs might do? I'm trying to get the Hangout and the YouTube chat all on one monitor here, and it's not that easy.
It's pretty hard to do. I have it going here. No, not yet. There's not too many.
Everybody's shy. They don't want to put their opinions out there in case they're wrong. They're like, "Don't make me commit. Don't make me commit."
Hey,
I'd rather not say everything and tell you and call you out when you were wrong in your speculations. That's where they're all at. Hey, Toxic.
I just jumped in here. Good deal.
Oh no, it's Toxic.
Yeah.
Hey. How are we all?
Good. How are you?
You can start now. I'm here.
You know, that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing we were waiting for was you. It didn't matter that the link wasn't out yet for the preview server. We were just like, oh, we can't start till Toxic gets here.
Yeah, well, Kix is waiting for me too. See, just
okay.
So I wouldn't miss anything, you know.
Send them a message and tell them that you're here so we can get the show on the road.
Get it on.
Okay, I'll be right back.
Okay. Now he's just gonna go away from the keyboard until he sees that the stream is starting. But like, yeah, I told him. I know how that little shyster works.
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
So we're speculating on what we think the CICs do. Toxic. One's called the Aegis, one's called the Capacitor, and the other one's called the Mercy. Based on those names, what do you think they do?
Well, the Aegis was a defensive ship, so I would think the Aegis would be a defensive type thing.
Okay.
The Capacitor, I don't know. They might give you some buffs here and there, some deflections, or something like that. And the Mercy, I don't know. Maybe it'll just a big sign will come up. Please stop. I've had it.
Yeah. Maybe the Mercy will like drip coins into your account every so many hours that you're on.
or it'll suck coins out of my credit card and drip it in Kix's account, eh?
That way it does that until you're screaming, "Mercy, Mercy!"
Yeah. No, I don't know. Maybe Mercy. Stop. Maybe it's a healing type thing or something like that. Or an aura that heals you, like what was that? The gluttony you had, and
yeah, that's kind of what I'd assumed.
Sky Fire.
That's
Or it
right.
could be an aura that if you damage a certain enemy ship or building, it blows up on its own when it gets into that inner range.
It could be.
It could be that it makes the others beg for mercy. Yeah, that it's something that hurts the other ship, an aura or something. Yeah.
I doubt that.
But I doubt it.
They wouldn't be nice enough to do that much.
True.
Well, yeah, you don't know. Yeah, it's hard to predict, but I would think they're all on the same. I guess work on the same principle as the old tech modules. They'll give you a certain aura that extends to out to a certain distance. I would guess that's how I can see it working.
I'm hoping they're relatively close to the same weight. Also, that'd be nice.
That's the other thing. If they're a bit heavy, then you may struggle to get it all in, even though you've got 100,000 tons of weight or whatever it is, 100 million or whatnot.
Yeah, and depending on these buffs or defenses or whatever, these could be really a game changer, and the way we've seen hulls in the past, I guess. This is the first hull with the CIC, but I believe that there's going to be others. I was under that impression, at least.
All right. We're getting ready to start screen sharing here, just so you know. I made sure that I had muted myself so I didn't blast everybody's eardrums with the music again. The music that none of us have heard for like years and years and years, unless you watched the last preview server.
Right.
All right. First thing I gotta do is go out and hit a level 1 cargo. I think I can do that.
Good to see you pulled the credit card out.
Nah, well, that's chump change for me, dude.
Hey, you're the first one in the test server. Makes a change.
Oops. That's the wrong button. Level 1 cargoes? Yes, no, maybe. What's Captain Harlock have to say to me? Hold on, nothing.
There's TSM.
Yeah, imagine he's on here. I'm sure Robin will be on here. Price is Wrong, I'm sure he'll be on here. I'm sure we'll have a plethora of interesting people. Okay, finish the ship that's in there currently. Oops. So yeah, I gotta go out and hit salvages. I just gotta wait for the salvages to spawn. Yeah, I don't know. For all of you guys who've never been in a test server before, what they do is put all the blueprints and stuff that you can get just in a level 1 cargo. So you just go hit that, and then suddenly you magically have all your blueprints that are for the appropriate tests. I don't know. This is going to be a tough battle. I don't know if my Phoenixes can handle this level 1 cargo. Oh, we are victorious. Congratulations, Captain. You have defeated a level 1 cargo.
Woohoo!
So I got a whole bunch of CICs, and I got some Hydra Siege Cruiser tokens. So, good stuff. So... probably should have put my fleet back in, but it doesn't really matter. Go snipe it if you want. I have 99,999 coins to repair it. Okay, so let's take a look at what some of these CICs do. We'll start with the Aegis CIC. Let's see, it looks like it gives an evade bonus of 15%. What's that? 5% ballistic defense? Explosive defense minus 100, concussive defense minus 100, penetrative defense minus 100, corrosive defense minus 100, radioactive defense plus 5%. Let's see. It gives you duplicate aura cap of 5. Looks like everything within, what's that? Within a range of 90 gets 10% ballistic defense and 15% radioactive defense. And I would assume these are stacking, but with diminishing returns, like most defensive stuff. So yeah, no. Oh, and you get what's that? Ballistic damage of minus 30% and radioactive damage of minus 30%. So it looks like you're trading defensive buffs for offensive reductions. So yeah, I'm pretty sure I'm not a fan of this one.
And it's only what, a 10% defense buff for a 30% damage decrease, correct?
Correct.
Yep. Skip.
Now, once you get, say, if you run the 5 in the same one, though, you'll eventually get more defenses or close to what you lose in offenses. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of anything Siege that negates my Of course, I'm assuming you can also just put it on one and only. So maybe if you're gonna your countermeasure show, if you're gonna have a ship that you devote nothing to countermeasures on, this is probably good for that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because it won't matter that you're reducing your damage because you're not going to be hardly putting out any damage. So then we got the Mercy CIC. Let's take a look at this one. This reduces your damages by 15%. Gives you minus 20% to evade, 5% to ballistic and radioactive defense. And within a range of 90, yes, it does a health transfer of 400 armor points every 1 second. Transfer efficiency is 100%, and transfer threshold is 75%. So yeah, we kind of call this one right. It's a Healy thing, and you end up getting a minus 5% on your combat speed, though. And our last one is Siege Capacitor. This one is giving you, wow, plus 100% radioactive damage, plus 5% radioactive range, plus 25% building damage, and plus 25% wall damage. So my guess, personally for me, is I'll probably go with 4 of these and 1 for either the Aegis or the Mercy. I'm not sure which way I want to go entirely on that. So, I guess let's start with some builds. Let's do some builds. So, go to launchers.
So, that's the only one that gives you an added range, correct?
Correct. Well, let's see. Special slots. What specials do we want to use? I'm assuming, obviously, we want to use the new special.
Okay, does that create an aura? We want to test that right off the bat, right?
It should say resonance trigger, yes or no. And it doesn't say your resonance trigger, yes. So that means no, it doesn't. We learned that on
yeah, okay.
That like Caleb spending a lot of money for us the other day. Oh, let's see. What other specials do I want? I'm assuming Siege Battery 4. Siege Targeting 4, yeah. CL3. What else do I want, Ross? Oh, I should probably put an engine on here, huh?
Yeah.
What do I want for my last? What do I want for my last special? Interception system, maybe. Or no, flechette feeder, I think is what I want.
No, reload. Go with the reload.
No, I want flechette feeder. It gives me 50% radioactive reload. and plus 3 times supercharge. Armors. We're gonna try 1 ballistic and oops, clicked the wrong thing. 1 ballistic, and we're gonna go with a bunch of lightweight charged R's. And if you guys see anything in chat that's more interesting in the builds than what I'm picking out at this moment, say something. So build that one instantly. Build that one instantly. Build that one instantly.
Nice.
And we're going to go build 4 like this, and then we're going to build 1 as a countermeasure hull. All right, so we're going to swap out this CIC for the Aegis one, I guess. Yeah, does that seem right?
Yeah.
All right, we're going to leave. Let's see. Well, let's see. I guess we're going to use a lot of sprints, huh?
Well, you do have that fat little missile flying around.
Well, I know. Yeah, I'll get phalanxes eventually, but I'm saying primarily we're going to use sprints.
Yeah.
Go with what? 5 sprints?
Should just about do it, yeah.
And I picked the wrong phalanx, didn't I?
Yep.
I guess we'll go with 2 phalanxes just in case I ever start getting shot at by 2 missiles at a time. Guessing opposed to siege battery, we'll go with frontline countermeasures. As opposed to siege targeting, we go with high velocity rounds. Actually, wait a minute.
You can take the flechette feeder off as well.
Yeah, I haven't gotten that far yet. Anybody paying attention to chat at all? Because I kind of can't.
Loading her up now.
Subaquatic projectile or subaquatic propellant. That seems like that might be pretty good, huh?
Yeah.
And then I can go HVR as well. What do you think, chat? Does it seem like a good countermeasure build? Yes, no, maybe so.
Yeah. What about a shielded attack?
Well, in theory, I should be shooting all the shit down that's putting fire on the ground, so I shouldn't need it.
I know.
And that's what I want to try shooting for first. So we'll build that instantly.
So do we know if that sprites are better than the than Tridents?
We have no idea. At least I don't. I don't know if other people do, but I know I don't. All right, throw all these in the fleet, and then we got to rank them up. But we have VXP tokens this time. We've been using VXP tokens takes a while, though. All right, use VXP token. Check. How do you like that? 1 token, boom, legendary. Oops, took it out accidentally. Wouldn't that be nice if it was that easy in the actual game? 1 click, boom, ship's legendary. Can't even do that coining in the game.
So you can see that the CICs are actually different colors on the ships themselves when they're showing up in your dock.
Yeah, I was just about to say.
Not much, but just slight.
It looks like the little radar is missing, or it looks different, doesn't it?
I'll be honest, I haven't spent a lot of time actually like looking at them in the Yeah, the countermeasure, the Aegis one is way different. It doesn't have a radar on the top. It almost has like a little generator type thing right there. All right, so you guys ready to go try to hit one of these targets?
Yeah.
Here's something fun for you guys who've never been on a test server. You can't use cruise. Oh, there is one thing I do want to check in the shipyard real quick there that I always check when I first come on here.
You can't use cruise now, right today?
Not on the test server. No, you're never able to use cruise on the test server. I always check to see if there's any peaks of anything else.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry, wait a second. You can certainly use cruise in the test server, but what you do is you purchase them ahead of time?
No, you cannot use cruise in the test server, period.
Well, I've done it. I don't know.
I'm telling you, I've been in quite a few of them, and you can never use cruise in the test server.
Gotta roll them in there.
Yeah. You roll them, and
that's why you got 6. Look how much uranium you got.
Open Hall. When did they start this? Because every other test server I've ever been in, you've never been able to use them.
Get the coin one.
Well, that doesn't matter. I'm not going to use any cruise anyway. It doesn't matter. What was I doing? You guys got me all sidetracked.
We're gonna launch.
All right, so we're going to come down here and hit this target and see what happens. I'm going to recall my other fleet too. Attack. I got to try to remember which one of those turrets is that one-shot you.
yeah, that's right. We didn't. I don't recall. But
It's the blunderbuss.
Toxic knew, I think.
It's either the blunderbuss or the one next to it.
I got to play the little stacking game because, you know, nothing ever wants to stack correctly in this game. Well, look how terrible these are doing stacking. They're not stacking anywhere close to right. Okay. Seems like I'm not doing that great of a job of shooting down big honking missiles at this point.
But you're not taking any damage either. It doesn't look like anything moved there in the health bar. Is it like last time they're going to adjust on the fly?
They always adjust test servers on the fly.
Okay.
It's a little bit hard to see the turrets down here on this ass area of things. Maybe it's just me.
No, I agree. They blur in where they're hard to determine, distinguish what's a turret, what's a wall, or whatever that is.
So I got quite a few sprints on here. I got 5 sprints, and with subaquatic propellant and frontline countermeasures both, seems like I still can't shoot down all the rockets.
Ooh, something just hit you.
Cool.
Yeah, okay. I'm getting occasionally there's volleys of the rockets that aren't getting, none of them are getting shot down. No, and I just lost a whole bunch of boats.
Yeah, there was just one thing. I don't know what shot at you then.
I have no idea.
I couldn't see either.
Anybody saying anything in chat? Did they see what killed me? Because I certainly didn't.
They're saying that you sat in a glowing field, and it's is what they're saying.
Well, it wasn't just the fire though, because I noticed the one time that even when there wasn't fire, I took a crap ton of damage from something.
It looked like those grayish blunderbuss and they shot the health bar sort of took a bit of a dive, but that last bit I didn't see. I didn't see what it was that shot.
It could be the red aura.
Red Aura shouldn't be doing that much fucking damage.
No, the blunderbuss hit you as well.
Let's zoom in some. See if that helps.
It was near that. That looked like that that countermeasure turret that we can get. That's what it looks like. But I don't know what you'd call it.
The coaxial?
Yeah, the new one. That looked like it's in that area down there, and that's when all the damage happened.
Hey Mike, after this one, do you want to try the Phalanx 4?
I have 2 Phalanx 4s on this. The Phalanx 4s don't shoot down rockets, so they wouldn't help with those things that put down these things. It's things are kind of laggy for sure. I jumped forward quite a little ways there. Luckily, I didn't face plant into anything. Oh, look, it's our little meteor rock.
It looks so cool, that rock. I love it.
Oh, it does. I think it's interesting though how they can take the time to program a nice looking rock, but there's errors.
It's definitely them blenders right there.
Errors that have been in the game for like years that they can't seem to get rid of. All right, I'm just gonna sit there and watch. It's definitely the fire fields. It's definitely the fire fields. Because I sat there and let it land without moving just so I could.
Yeah, but if you sit in front of a blender with no charge too, because you're losing your charge every time you get shot.
Yeah, but I think it's more the fire that's causing the damage, that massive amount of damage with this thunder. Because I wasn't even within range of a thunder at that point in time when I took all that damage. What did I miss? There's probably one little lonely turret or outbuilding or something way down here. Oh yeah, this turret. RB, I'm not sure how essential shield attack will be because you got to remember at this point in time we still don't have radioactive charged armors, not even on this preview. So I don't know how much of a difference that'll make. But I'll tell you what, let's repair. Hey, look, at least we got half repair time on this tester, so they give you a realistic idea of how long these things are going to take to repair. I guess the big question will be what do I take off to put on shield attack? That'll be the big question. I don't know. What do you guys think?
Let's see.
That's a tough call.
Do we need the siege system?
Yeah, one of the
Well, I'm not going to take off the CIC headache because the whole purpose of this test server is
No,
to
the
test
siege.
No, the targeting. The siege targeting, maybe?
Yeah.
That's a lot of building damage I'd end up losing, though.
I know.
Or
I
the
mean, like,
reload or something.
although I am at like over 1,000% building damage right now, so yeah, quite possibly I can afford to get rid of it.
Is that the Flechette fleet that's still on? You might be able to take that off. Or is that something else? I can't quite see.
I don't know. It does give me a 50% radioactive reload though, and supercharge ×3. So I don't know that I necessarily want to get rid of that. I mean,
I thought that was the defensive ship. Sorry.
So we'll try this build and see what it does. I got to refit all of that. On the defensive ship, what do I take off and swap out? That's a tough one, huh? HVR? No, duh. The multiplex thing, because I'm not using any. I only got the one launcher on it, so. That's where we end up spending more time in these things screwing around in our shipyards than we do actually being able to test the targets. You guys keeping chat amused while I do this?
Yeah. I was trying to.
All right, did I catch them all? I think I caught them all.
That one.
Yeah, I caught them all. All right, so let's try this. See if this made any difference. Damn, dude. If I have to go more sprints than what are already on these things, I'm not feeling that at all. Yeah, I guess that's something else. Do we want to do that?
You might want to swap them out for Triton, see if they work differently. But I think that with the blunderbuss, once the ballistic charge is gone, they're really going to start hurting.
As soon as that charge is gone.
Yeah, because at the start it didn't really hurt you that much, but at the end it did.
It took a chunk of your charge down, though.
Well, but what I'm wondering too is if can you outrange that without sloppy driving? Because I was driving kind of sloppy, and with lag, I was jerking into them a bunch. So it's hard to say.
Well, we'll give it another shot and see how it goes.
So you want to try Tridents instead of sprints, huh?
Just I don't know. It's just something different. See if they do it.
And Raina did say, remember she did mention when we asked how many it took for antis, they put 4 on each ship.
See, and that seems like a ridiculous amount of counters that you can.
I know. That's what.
Especially for a siege raid cycle.
I'm going to take one of my phalanxes off and put another Trident on there. Yeah, it's 4 antis per ship. That's true. I'll be honest, the feel that I'm getting from this hull in general so far is I'll be staying away for as far away from it as I can for as long as I can. I'm pretty happy with my Buccaneers, but in the amount that I've tested this and played with it, I'm not all that thrilled about it, to be totally honest.
But this will be the skill hull, so, and hopefully we get it worked out. I mean,
yeah, but
it's not even stuck in that.
I know. Well, I mean, I know that there's 2 different ranges in there because the range is affected by the one CIC. But you would think at least the ones that are the same range, you should be able to get the stack right. Well, and plus, you know, the circles are off. You know, I'm not even touching the base of the turret yet before I shoot at them. And there I just leaped forward into that one because lag. Yeah, look at that. I'm like, on my screen, I'm like probably 1/8 of an inch away from the turret even yet, and I'm still shooting at it. And now and then I launch forward into that one. Oh, but this is good.
Well, I say thank God for your charged armor.
Oh yeah, my charge armor's like halfway dead already, isn't it?
Yep.
Yep.
Of course, to be fair, I do only have 1 panel of excellent or of the ballistic on these.
Yeah, maybe it's like the like with the fangs and the hunters that you need one needs more of one and the other needs more of the other.
Maybe.
See, sitting in the fire pool then didn't hurt you any.
those missiles are getting through.
Yeah, I know. I mean, I'm down. It's the missiles too, the big missiles, not the rockets, correct?
Yes, one just got through.
Yeah, because I dropped down to just 1 phalanx, and it seems like missiles are getting through now. Of course, I don't know how much.
Still, look at the damage difference.
Well, I'm driving a lot better than this target than I was last target too. Down here is where I really started to take damage before. Of course, with fucking hopping all over the goddamn screen, I can't get a good.
Well, it looks like sprints are better than the Tritons.
Oh my!
You just had 3 of those missiles landing.
That was happening. That was happening with the sprints too.
Was it? I didn't see that.
Sprints. It seemed like every other volley, I would shoot down all of them on 1 volley, and on the next volley, like half of them would get, or all of them would get through.
It looks like you're gonna have to have 4 on each ship.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, siege was never really supposed to have countermeasures anyway, and now it's like we have to dedicate half of our fucking slots to counters. That's kind of crazy.
You know what to do in your feedback at the end of this.
Oh my god. Like, literally, I will click to move forward, and like I'll hit my down arrow right away, and my fleets will launch forward like a fucking 1/4 of an inch.
Well, that wasn't even in range.
Well, just about now you'd want to go and recharge armor. You're just about out of ballistic.
Yeah, but I'm one of those people, I can't be bothered to be running in and out of a freaking target all the time.
No, but plus it'll tell us how much the blunderbuss really, how much damage they really do.
Oh, I haven't seen the blunderbuss fire yet, unless I like get too close to it.
Oh, just now you got one.
Yeah,
it's these long ass things that are shooting, not the blunderbuss. But it's
the blunderbuss by.
What was that? Did anyone see that?
Blunder.
Where was
the blunderbuss?
I didn't see a blunderbuss. Where was it?
It was the one closest to the island, furthest away from you.
This right here?
Nope, the other one on the water.
Oh, on the water? Okay. I didn't even see that one.
Nope.
Yeah, that took half your health then in one shot.
Yeah, and the only boat left is my countermeasure boat. So yeah, we'll have to just run away. Oh, fuck, it's pointless to run away. I'll just come down here, find a gun, and die.
Quick, suicide is it?
I'll be honest, I hate this fucking target. I hate it like with passion already.
Well, it does seem like I know it was mentioned before, so it's just but it doesn't seem to like they have addressed the targeting issue, where it does seem like there's an issue where the normal, where you used to be able to fire at your known circle range is not the fire range. If you know what I mean. I think some turrets are shooting at you and you're shooting at them, and to me, you're not in range yet.
Yeah, as you can tell, I just said so. At this point, targeting range is still an issue. Stacking is pretty crappy, and I'm lagging like crazy.
Yep.
Do we want to try around with any of the other CICs?
Yeah.
May as well. They're there to be tested.
Yeah. Switch them up.
What else we got? I think using one Mercy is probably not necessary, though, right? I would think. We want to try one Mercy?
Yeah.
It takes combat speed away, so the one would fall behind a little.
That's true. Let's I tell you what, let's do something crazy. Let's go with the Aegis on all of them, just to see. Because it doesn't seem like at this point, oh yeah, I'm level 100 something. I just leveled up on the preview server.
Woohoo! Yeah, at this point, to me, it doesn't seem that there's
it doesn't seem damage is the problem. It seems that damage I'm doing doesn't seem to be the problem. It's damage I'm receiving is what seems to be the problem.
Exactly. So, yeah. And I don't think that in the first place, before maybe even the CIC, the damage outgoing was an issue, just damage incoming. In fact, I think that I don't see too much change with or without.
I don't think the CICs are working as intended.
Well, I mean, you can't say that all based off of two targets, dude. You cannot say that based off of two targets.
No, I can only base it off of it's an anti-CIC and a fully anti-ship full of antis, and it can't shoot down the antis. That's all I'm basing
it on. Stop. That's where you're wrong, because that CIC has no bonuses to antis whatsoever.
Oh. Okay.
Hey, Mike, take the siege battery off the one with the ants and put the countermeasure system on there.
I have countermeasure system on the one that has the antis. I'm pretty sure, unless it got changed somewhere along the way. Yeah, see right there, frontline countermeasures.
Yeah, you do.
All right, let's try it with all agencies. Let's see what that is. I'm not sure. Yeah, let me check and see if I have enough ballistic charged armors to put more on. because I'm not sure if it gave me more when I hit that cargo or if I'm stuck with however I actually have on the live server. Delete away, go out to the map, and then recall the fleet. Can you tell I'm not near as into this preview as I was into the Buccaneer one? Is it obvious?
Yeah. Are there a lot of people on? I don't see a lot.
Oh, what? As far as in the preview?
Yeah.
Probably roughly about the same as it was last night. They sprang this one on us at the last minute, so.
I would have thought if they sprang something, it would have been the S target for the Buccaneer, because that's what most of us will have.
Well, I mean, they have to get the CICs ironed out because it's coming out in this raid. You know what I mean? So that they kind of have to get that ironed out. Oh, yeah, look at that. I'm out of charged armors for the, and I'm not going to take the time to pull them off of my fucking Buccaneers just for on this. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to see how much difference that one charged armor, that one having 2 charged armors makes.
That worked.
And I can tell you it's probably going to be a pretty significant difference.
Is this a 2-hour test server or a 1 hour?
I don't know. I don't never pay much attention to the times that they post because sometimes they get cut short and sometimes they go long. So I think in their initial thing it was supposed to be 2 hours, but I don't hold that to anything. And just, you know, I want to point out one more time, this is exactly what it is, guys. It's a test server. The things you see in the end game might not be anywhere remotely to what we have right now. And if that does happen, please do not go crying all about it, because then you know what will happen. They'll just take away the ability to share test servers again. So if it's not exactly what you see here, just, you know, take it for this is exactly what it is, a test. This is not, here's what your final product is going to look like. Because I'm sure we all enjoy getting an early look, and if you complain, they're just going to take it away.
What's that blunder?
And that has nothing to do with, you know, nothing at all to do with, oh, you kicks like kiss ass or whatever. No, I like being able to bring you guys information, even if it's not entirely 100% accurate, to give you a feel for what's going on. And I don't want to see that get taken away. You know, because basically that's what happened with the work in progress. Everybody complained that it wasn't always right. And then next thing you know, they just didn't do it anymore. I would hate to see a repeat of that with something that, in my opinion, is kind of even more important than the work in progress. God damn, dude. How the fuck am I supposed to drive in this fucking thing? I mean, literally, my shit just lurches forward.
Yeah, and all your charged ballistic is just about gone.
Well, yeah, because I lurch forward into that blunderbuss, you know,
yeah.
And it's not even that I'm driving bad. It's that, I mean, when you literally click forward and hit down instantaneously and you lurch forward half an inch, well, what can you do?
Scream, run, hide.
Well, that's not going to help any. I'm not sure who's PMing me, but I'm not going to be able to look.
Oh, it was Ron.
I'm just going to let it auto, see what that does. I mean, those of you guys watching the stream is probably like jerking all over the place on the stream, and that's literally what I'm seeing real time.
Now, to see how the bot goes with the 2 charged armor, so you need to pull them out now before they will die. Then otherwise we'll never know.
Well, it's too late, dude. Like, I'll be totally honest. I'm about ready to just stop doing this stream. I can't test nothing with the way this is lagging. Like, literally, when every click is lurching you forward 1/4 of an inch right into fucking turrets. How are you supposed to be able to have any kind of accurate testing with that? I'm gonna try refreshing and see if that helps at all. I'm really hoping so, because otherwise this might be a very short test server stream. To be totally frank about it.
See the picture of the new hall?
Yeah, I did. All right, so we're pretty lag free at the moment. Let's see what happens when we get down here and shit starts firing. Oh, look, I'm all breaking up in my fleet pathing. That's not good.
Damn it, was that even in your range?
No, the range circles are all screwed up, dude. Look, that shot me right up into. Oh my god. I'm getting very frustrated. As you couldn't tell.
I guess number 5's the one with the 2 charged armors.
I have no idea, dude.
It has to be.
I need to. I tell you what. I'm going to put myself on mute for a little bit. Come get my frustration under control.
All right.
You guys carry on, talk to chat for a little bit, and I'll be back in like a minute or two after I compose myself a little bit because I'm about ready to fly off the fucking deep end.
Well, everybody, we're learning about these CICs just as fast as you are. I mean, at actually the same time. So everybody that feels that always these preview servers help. They also are frustrating too. So
Sure can be, especially when it's lagging, you can't test properly. That'll be it's not so much the ship's exploding and whatnot, you can always go and change something. But when you go in and it's hopping and jerking around like it's on a lacquer band, it's a bit frustrating. You never know whether you're going to run into it or whether you're going to stop short or whatnot.
Well, and then compounded with the range rings being not what they used to be, that's creating an issue too. You know, because they're firing before the range ring for sure. And Caleb, did you end up building any more, or you just have the one?
No, I've not built any more. I don't want to build no more after seeing this, to be honest.
Well, you know, I am under that same. I actually am under that same impression. However, when I was looking through that others, some other people have tested them too. You know, like Rena and Pain Train, they tested this target primarily, and I guess that they had some, you know, some luck in the end. I was just hoping that, you know, it's really, you don't have to put 4 antis per ship. That's just, to me.
Well, I was hoping, you know, for a totally different outcome for the CICs. I wasn't expecting what they are. I would have thought there'd be a lot more buffs on it. And
I gather he's still ranking because he's not doing nothing on the screen.
No, I agree, Toxic. I was thinking, you know, I was looking at, you know, 30% damage buff, 30% speed buff, 30% anti-range. You know, I actually was looking. I was expecting, and you know, that's a pretty standard marker in this game, is a 30% and a 30% speed, 30% anti-range would be nice. These hulls are melting.
Yeah, I was sort of half expecting, you know, half a rogue crew with, you know, half attack module sort of type thing. It's got a ring, and as long as the boats stay in that ring, well, you know, that would be the field it applies to, or it's got a screen wide effect, you know, fine. But I wouldn't have, you know, I didn't expect that there's going to be so many little numbers again that you have to add up and whatnot.
Yeah, well, you know, I thought the whole idea of coming into 2018, we were going to make the game simple again, and these CICs seem to be doing anything but making the game simple again. That's my personal opinion. And as you can just see in chat, I made them very aware. Like, I cannot give you any kind of good testing if you're going to give me range circles that don't work and lag that launches me in the freaking turrets. And it looks like Templar is definitely right there with me.
Yeah, there's others in comms the same issue.
Yeah, but the radioactive is doing crazy damage as well.
So I just stripped a whole bunch of charged armors off my Buccaneers for this. We're going to put them there. I'm going to do something silly too. On one of these hulls, I'm going to put some radioactive deflection armor on. Shouldn't work. But as we all know, that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Correct. Some people were asking about that, and I did answer back saying that that's for PvP, you know, armor, but we know Kixeye, so it's possible.
Yeah, I'm going to try slapping someone here and see what happens. Worst thing that happens is it takes more damage than what the other ones do. But that's okay, because I have over 90,000 gold, and it does matter. Just call me Caleb Jr.
When the fleet dies, just scrap it and build a new one. That's it.
Did I get them all? Oh, I missed one. Well, I guess I got them all. All right. Here we go again. Deep breaths. Deep breaths before we enter the target. So far, at this juncture, I can unbiasedly say this has probably been the worst test server I've ever been part of. Normally, it takes about an hour and a half before I finally throw up my hands in frustration and I'm ready to walk away. If that's going to happen. This time, it may be within the first hour. Oh, yeah, I still haven't finished this whole target yet, so yeah, there we go. Oh, hey, look, it seems like they're stacking a little better now.
Yeah, they might have it worked out.
I'm starting to think everybody's afraid to talk because they might rage me even more.
I'm just trying to zoom up. I got the screen. I got my old man glasses on, you know. I got the screen zoomed up. I'm just trying to see what the heck is going on here.
Yeah, it's hard to see because you watch what the turret does and you watch where the ring is and you watch where the health bar is, and then you don't look at one or the other, and all of a sudden things have changed dramatically.
Yeah. It's target seems almost too busy.
Well, I do know that there's a lot of the similar colors there. You know,
Yeah.
so it's hard for. It's not. I don't know. It's just not easy to distinguish things.
Yeah, busyness is almost face planted into that blunder. So yeah, apparently 5 Tritons is not near enough to keep up, or not near good enough to keep up with those rockets, which is insane, in my opinion. Hey guys, 3 fleets later, I might finally be able to kill this target. How about that?
Not bad at all.
I'm a fucking pro.
Well done.
Yeah, for everybody out there in YouTube land, if you want to know how to not hit these targets, mine is by far the best stream to watch for that.
Okay, the ship in the middle had the least damage.
This one right here?
Yep.
Of course, it's right down the bottom of the screen, so I can't see what the armors were. So let's, shit. Why do I always hit the wrong button when I go to do that? I like go back in my base always without recalling my fleet first.
See, that's because normally it's dead, so it's already there by the time you get in.
That was a better one.
Yeah, thanks, Toxic. I really need that kind of reinforcement with the mood I'm already in. Thanks, buddy.
You're always trying to help, you know me.
Oh my gosh. Hey, let's go with the dog. This was the one that and that was the one that had the radioactive plate on it. You know, that stuff that's not supposed to work in PvE target.
Is it really?
Yes, sir.
Oh my God! Now I feel like a fool too because I'm telling people to not do
no,
that.
honestly, the way the game is supposed to work, you were correct in telling them that. But obviously, they've still not been able to fix that problem where in PvE targets the damage type specific deflection bypass works, because that was eventually why, in my opinion, they of course said otherwise, but in my opinion, that's why it got to the point where conquerors couldn't hit PvE targets anymore, because they couldn't figure out how to get that deflection bypass to work correctly.
Well, I'm gonna go and try and put that armor that you put on yours on my one in the game right now.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna repair. And we're going to put that plate on like 2 or 3 other boats just to see, because we only had it on one boat this time. Now, I would say I will make this abundantly clear. Do not, I repeat, if you have Hydras built, do not go refitting them all to this in a big hurry right away, because I know for sure this is definitely going to be brought up to them that this is the way this is working in the test. And I'm sure they will attempt to fix it in some way or another by the time this goes live.
These are not the armors you're looking for.
Exactly.
No, hey, don't go saying that now.
I'll do it on this last one too. I think I'm going to switch one of my CICs to the Healy one too, just for shits and giggles.
I wonder if this is the same as the VXP modifier, that they can't change it, and that's just the way it is.
Oh, they have to be able to change it, dude, because the whole thing only went into effect when pretty much everybody who's currently working there was still working there, so they're the ones who programmed it. So it's not like a bunch of spaghetti code from the past 6 years that 12 different people program that they have to figure out.
Hey, watch this fleet do amazing now. I'll laugh.
All right, we're going to change this from the Aegis to the Healy one. Oh, and don't get all excited when I swap out the CICs and you see a 1 second repair time. Don't get all excited, because that's just a placeholder time that they put in for when we do these test servers. That just means the actual refit and build times haven't been determined yet.
Oh, great. So we're looking at like 4 days for one thing?
Who knows, man? Who knows? I know some of those old TAC modules. They took long periods of time for some of them. Like, didn't some of them take like 10 or 11 days?
Yeah, I just thought number 12 come in my head or something. 12 days for one of them.
Oh, GD Riken.
But
GD Riken's right beside me. He's lucky he's in a bubble. That's all I'm saying.
But I thought that was the research time.
Now, I was pretty sure the piranha drone things. I thought sure they took like a long freaking time to build it for the level 3 piranha drones. Oh, hey, we're back. We're back to we can't stack properly again. It
seemed to have gotten the longer you drive around, the better it stacks.
Oh, I wonder if this is another target I died in.
Well, I think that was Toxic. It was that way with the Cannoneers too. They've always had a stacking issue with the siege hulls, or they have for a while. In the Cannoneers, I have to do a 6-point stop and spin, and then I can get them to stack.
Yeah, see, now they're pretty nice, except for the one that lags behind a bit.
Wait, did you guys see that this gap that was in between my circle and where the actual turret was, and I'm still shooting at it and killing it? How am I supposed to give you a good test if you can't even get that right?
You're not in range of that. You're not in range of that.
Yeah, that's crazy, dude.
Maybe it's the footprint of the that little buoy or whatever it is. It's just got a big footprint, and you're shooting at the footprint.
Well, no, because it's like that with the turrets too.
Yeah, the turrets are doing that too.
Okay.
And see, like right here, they're hiding the turret right behind that building, so you don't know that it's there. There's a turret right there that they were hiding behind this building, saying, "Oh, hey, we'll put that there so nobody can see it, and we'll force you to take a lot of damage."
Yeah, it would be good if everything wasn't bronzy gold. A little bit of color contrast would not go astray.
And you can tell, like, I got a little close to the blunderbuss right there. Apparently, it did kill me, but I see right there again and launch me forward into it. Although it doesn't seem like I'm taking much.
Good news is your armor's working.
Yeah.
Now my ballistic charge is gone, not because of my bad driving, but because of lag launching me up into those turrets.
You just got hammered by 3 of them at a time, though. So.
Oh, I know, but that's what I'm saying, though, and it's not because my bad driving or anything. It's just lag. It's like literally launching me up into those turrets.
Yeah, but what we're saying is that it held up pretty good.
Right. I'm still stuck on the how am I supposed to give you a test when the ship's not fucking working right in the first place, like even close working right.
Yeah, that too. But we know that the second panel of that charged armor is doing a good job. That's what I'm trying to say.
Right. And I apologize if I'm coming off a little short right now. I'm just pretty frustrated at the moment.
It's all right. Just send me 100 gold like you normally do.
Yeah, right. I can't even send myself 100 gold, much less you, buddy. Unlike some streamers, though, I kind of am aware when I start getting frustrated and turn to a dick, so I want to make sure I apologize. I know some people out there are totally oblivious to when it happens.
No, not me. I'm just here for my good looks.
Okay, what's this boat doing? This boat right here, what is it even doing? It's like wandering all over. It's like some drunk fucking sailor is driving that one. I don't know.
Didn't want to come along.
They do separate. They do separate.
Now let's actually try hitting. So let's try to see if we can find a full target that I haven't died in yet, and see if we can get through a full target with this build. So I miss my R&D when it comes to map movement. I really do. For the love of God, all I want is boats that stack. Boats that stack and less lag. That's all I want for Christmas. Anybody else hear what sounds like a drum in the background?
Yes. But I was afraid to say it.
I can't hear
it. Every so often I hear it.
Yeah, you can only hear it when it's like really quiet. Nobody's saying anything.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wow, somebody's listening to some kind of war march or something.
It's either that or the drugs, and I'm glad it's confirmed. It's both of us.
If it's a drug, send me half.
So I was going to say, me confirming it does not necessarily rule out that it's the drugs. I'm just saying. It's like I have to do micro clicks because if I do like any kind of real click, I know damn well it's going to launch me up into a turret. How crazy is it that so far, from what I'm seeing at this point so far, I'm going to feel more comfortable autoing with the skill hull than I am with the auto hull. It's like, for me, they seem to be totally reversed at this point based on the test server. I was like, this thing's lagging so much, there ain't no way I'm going to try to drive it. I'm just going to let it go.
Well, you know, that's one reason I prefer to go with the auto hulls myself, because I'm somebody who plays a lot from the phone or while trying to do multitasking, and this is not a multitasking hull here.
Oh yeah, Lord Ross, I would never want to see you try to multitask. I've seen you try to like actually concentrate on stuff before and know how that goes.
I know, so that's why I build them.
Multitasking.
No, I build them so they can just whatever, and you can do it from your phone. That's my plan, at least. I'm hoping. I have a hard time telling the family that, sorry, I got to spend 28 hours on a raid grinding. If I were to say that, no way. So I'm the sneak player. I play while they don't know it.
Yeah, charged armor is now gone, so you're going to see start taking damage now from the ballistics.
Well, it depends on if I can manage to not face plant into them. If I don't face plant into them, I should still be kind of sort of okay. Well, yeah, so much for that idea. I just face plant into one as soon as I said that. And just face plant into the second one. I don't know, like how are you supposed to give accurate testing on this when it does that shit? How?
Well, we know that when it doesn't lag at the start to almost halfway through, you can drive and not take any damage or very little damage. It's once you get further down.
Well, it's once you get into where all the actual damage is in the target. Yes, you're not going to take hardly any damage before you get to where the actual damage is. That makes sense.
Right.
Yeah, but it seems to be lagging further down the way the damage is rather than the way on the way there. That's what I'm saying.
You can't
24
put
coins.
Charger. You can
24 coins to repair it fully dead. And that's half repaired.
I'm on the game right now. Shockwave plate on that ship right there.
Do what?
Your active plate you put on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
On mine in the game just now. You can put it on there.
Well,
Yeah,
the question isn't whether you can put it on the hull or not. We know you can put it on the hull. The question is whether, when it comes live, whether it's going to work in the target or not. It's not supposed to, but it currently seems like it definitely is.
Yeah, so that's and so we do want to put it out there. We really are not suggesting that you do this, because even though it is working, apparently, it should not be. So we're not really promoting something, because if they change it, everything we just suggested is wrong.
Well, here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna say if you want to do it, feel free to do it, but don't blame me when it doesn't work come raid time. Yeah. That's what I'm gonna say.
Just keep
I'm gonna blame him.
Yeah. I'm not lying. I'm going to switch over a 1 on mine just to see when raid time hits. Now that I know this, but
well, by the time I actually get around to getting a Hydra's actually built, well, I guess you can do the same thing with Buccaneers though too.
right.
I say by the time I ever get around to getting a Hydra's actually built, they'll well determine one way or the other whether it's going to work or not. Because that won't be like till 2 freaking months from now, probably. So. I don't know. I'm very frustrated with this test server in general at this point. I mean, so basically, they're saying what I need to give up half of my DPS slots to countermeasures,
Yep.
to be able to shoot down everything. That's ridiculous, dude. Absolutely ridiculous.
But I think that's what it's looking like. I mean,
I'd hate to be a Kickstarter employee having to read your feedback after this test server.
Well, no, I like when I give it to him, I don't kirk out when I give it to him. I give it to him in a calm, rational format, but I'm also very blunt, and very direct about it too.
what was that phrase? Kirk out.
Yeah.
I never heard. I like that.
You never heard that phrase?
I'm going to use it though. Kirk out.
Hey, now I'm confused. I didn't actually do this entire target, did I? With one time. This is something that I died in already, correct?
I don't think so.
I think it is.
Yeah, it is. This is the second time.
Yeah,
Okay. Good.
And I'm like so not into these targets. I'm like not really even paying a whole lot of attention to what I'm doing. To be honest. Like anybody who wants to stop watching my stream right now and go watch one of the others, I don't blame you whatsoever. Because I'm not feeling this. I'm not feeling the target. I'm not feeling the boat. I'm not feeling the lack of preparation as far as making sure everything works, like range circles, and I'm not feeling the lack of lag because Lord knows there's a sufficient amount of it. So I'm not into this test server at all. And I just did the same thing I always keep doing. I'm back in my base without recalling my fleet. I should have smoked more weed before I started this preview server. I knew that much. All right, so I'm gonna pull in, and I'm gonna start slowly putting 2 countermeasures on both, like put 2 on, go out, hit a target, put 2 on, go out, hit a target. Just see exactly how many they expect us to have in order to shoot down all these things. I think I am going to switch back to sprints, though. So, obviously, we'll start on the actual countermeasure health first. Do I go back to 2 phalanx 4s?
Yeah.
The top one's still a sprint. Still a trident. Top right.
Well, hang on.
Wait there, what happened to doing half the ship, like 2 on each ship?
Did you not pay any attention to what I said, Caleb, I was going to do? All right, so we're going to go to this one, and we're going to add 2 sprints on this one. And we're going to set the target and see if I can shoot them all down there. Refit. All right, we're gonna launch. Does anybody want to see any different CICs? I think we've kind of done like a little bit of a variety of all of them at this point, but I don't know if anybody in chat wants to see anything that we haven't done yet. Somebody, Caleb, that's your job. Keep an eye on chat and see if anybody in there has anything good to say or any suggestions or any of that kind of stuff.
Have you noticed, as the driver of it, have you noticed any difference in the CICs doing anything for you?
Well, I mean, obviously, again, it's hard to tell. You know, I would like to say yes. I noticed that I take less damage using the Aegis, but when you're face planting into turrets, every other turret because lag, you can't tell.
Right. No, I know that's what I'm trying to say. I'm just trying to say we.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, at this point, I've seen no difference between any of the CICs because all the other issues that are prevalent.
Correct.
Carl in chat was saying, wouldn't it be better to have two dedicated countermeasure ships rather than mixing?
Well, we can try that after this. I mean, I don't know. I'm just kind of slapping shit together at this point because, quite frankly, at this point, I don't care anymore.
Okay, let's see what you're shooting down, and that one landed.
Like, I'm still
taking shots.
Oh no, that's not even what I'm just gonna shut up because if I start going, it's gonna be bad. I'm just gonna shut up. I just have to remember to make sure my circle stops like a quarter inch before I'm actually at the turret. Then everything will be fine.
I seriously hope they fix that by retime.
And with the when I'm creeping up on blunderbusses, I have to remember to stop like 2 inches before I get there. That way, when I surge forward from the lag, it won't like face plant me into them. I can't believe you never heard the term "kirking out."
I haven't.
That's crazy.
It'll be used. I have children. Don't make me kirk out on you. It'll be awesome.
Thank you, Hellfire. Now all we're going to hear is Ross say that word.
That's right.
I seriously can't believe he never heard it. I mean, like, he's about roughly around the same age I am. And that was a huge thing back in like the late 80s, early 90s, people saying kirking out. I mean, they're losing their temper and patience.
You can't even shoot him down.
Pair's working.
Yeah, I mean, I got what 7 sprints on at this point in time, and rockets are still getting through. Getting shot at by Buccaneers. Here, we're just gonna make a mad dash through here and see what happens.
Yeah, I'm serious. You know, honest, you might.
Yeah, no, that wasn't a good idea.
Nothing good. That's what happened. Nothing good.
It takes some massive shots, but 7 is just not enough. We know that. Boom.
All right, so we're gonna go back to the base, and we're gonna put 9 on.
Now, is it even necessary to have that phalanx on? Because that fat missile that lands and does a bit of fire pooling, I don't think it does all that much damage.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah?
it does.
Oh yeah, try it
Yeah.
without the phalanx ones and see what happens.
It does a huge amount. It really does.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah, it does.
All right, so we'll put 2 sprints on this one.
Yeah, you're going to level up twice. You're going to go up a level again.
How about that? Do you have anybody still even watching our stream? I'm going to be surprised if there are. I probably wouldn't stop watching it by now. I would have been
22.
I would have been like, dude, this guy has no fucking clue what he's doing. He's goddamn new. I don't know if the other guy streamer having near as much problem with lag as I am, but my lag is freaking god awful.
There's 22 watching still.
Well, thank you guys for having patience and hanging in there. Either that or you're just
I
like,
reckon you just want to see your rage.
either that or you're just finding it extremely humorous how frustrated I'm getting. I'm not sure which one it is.
That they could be. Hey, they might be going to see what kind of rage they can get.
Yeah, they might be waiting. They might be waiting for the crash of my computer going through my fucking window. That might be what they're waiting for. All right, shot down that missile. Shot down that missile.
Should've done that one.
Yeah, so 2 phalanxes definitely seem to deal with the big fat missile just fine. I need to get back to the rocket sprayer. Okay, there's a rocket sprayer. Okay, so 9 sprints will not shoot down all the rockets.
I think you're going to have to go with 4 on each ship.
Well, there's only, what, 6 weapon slots? I'm going to retreat out of this and go foot on, because there's another multi-shot target down, or shit, I got to get farther away apparently. I mean, if you're giving me 6 weapon slots on a siege hull and telling me I have to equip 4 of them with freaking countermeasures, that's retarded, dude. That is absolutely retarded.
Oh, there's 8 weapon slots.
Okay, so you're saying I have to use half of them for countermeasures. That's still retarded.
Yep.
Yeah.
Considering siege targets, you're not even supposed to have to use counters in anyway.
And they're a large. That's a long refit. You know, when these counters aren't just 2 hours. You know, honest.
I wish they were.
Well, I don't think, like, all things considered, I don't think sprints were really that bad. Phalanxes, though, oh my god, if you have to refit any phalanx forwards, you're screwed. Because them things are like, what, a day and a half or something? I know they used to be 2 days, but I think they got...
Yeah.
Take a long time, phalanx force.
All right, so let's see. All right, well, let's go. Here's what we're gonna do. Oh, wait, we got to repair my shit. We're going to go ahead and put four sprints on each one of our boats, and see if that will indeed shoot down everything. And then we'll see how much longer it takes us to kill turrets. All right, so there's 4 on that one. That's the county membership. So we'll actually go a little over. I tell you what, we'll leave that one that had 2 on it. We'll leave that at 2. That way it kind of averages out.
Now, we have to say that we don't know what the flagship will bring either.
Oh, well, if it's anything like this, I don't want it.
Yeah, at this point in time, I'm fully convinced that the only time my Hydra Siege cruisers will ever freaking see water is if I'm forced into using them for a TLC. That'll be the only time my Hydra Siege cruisers ever see water, from what I've seen so far.
It's not like they haven't buffed chips before.
4, 6, 10, 14, 14 and 5, 19 sprints. Let's see if we can shoot them all down with 19 sprints.
I'm going to say you can't. There will be a couple landing still.
Then we all hear a big crash and everything disappear.
No, I'm too smart to throw my whole computer out the window over this stupid game.
So what we have here is a half anti-fleet with PvP armor attacking a target.
Hey, basically, isn't this what they're kind of expecting us to do in the FM? That kind of looks like, though, just keep adding countermeasure sheets. Keep adding countermeasure ships until you have basically no DPS and it takes you freaking an hour and a half to kill the target. But hey, I didn't take any damage. Woohoo!
That is actually exactly it. Okay, here.
And still, whoever decided the idea of, hey, let's build a second countermeasure ship for the FM, whoever thought that was an acceptable solution, I want to drive to their house and beat the living crap out of them.
Now, while you're here, you can actually drive straight by this.
Well, shoot.
Are they seriously landing still?
No, they're still landing. Half of them are still landing.
Yeah.
I had something stuck over that little radar map, and it looks like as if you go straight now, don't turn right or don't turn left, wherever, you can come in behind that platform.
Well, does it make any difference which direction I'm approaching it from?
I don't know.
They're still near your ass. You can't shoot them down, so they're basically forcing to take damage.
Yeah, I mean, that's ridiculous. 19 countermeasures, and I still can't shoot down all the fucking... Yeah, I'm avoiding this target like the plague, dude. This is what happens when you let community managers become programmers. No, I shouldn't say that. I'm sure he worked very hard on these targets.
Or see how you do.
I'm just going to click it on auto. I don't even care anymore. If 19 countermeasures can't shoot down all those freaking things, I don't even care anymore.
No, I would agree. At a point where we get to 19 and it doesn't shoot it down, I'm not building a fleet with 19 countermeasures. It's just not fun for me. So Nope. But and actually, I don't know. You know, so it depends how much these counter. So these CICs are.
I don't know.
To me, the CICs aren't worth anything. In all honesty.
Well,
Because
send some ships in without CICs on it, and we'll see straight away.
I just did it again, didn't I? All right. Every time I actually recall my ships before I go back into my base, everybody has to start giving me $1 tip. Trust me, you'll never have to spend a dime.
Now, with those 19 counters, would it make any difference if each of those ships would have the frontline countermeasure system on it? Would that make a difference?
I honestly, I don't think so. I mean, you know, they made such a big deal. Hey, we're going to put in counterable damage into the target for you. Well, not if you're not going to let me shoot it down. You're not. All right, so let's take off our CICs. That's what we decided we wanted to do, yeah?
yes, please.
Apparently I can't do that. Because they won't let me hit the...
Once you put it on, you can't take it off?
Oh, I can. They won't let me. It's weird. It wouldn't let me do it for instant since it was only a second, I guess. I don't know.
Okay.
Oops. I think I spent more time clicking the wrong button inside my base than I do anything.
And the other thing I'm want to say is, should we be testing with the charged with the deflection armors, knowing that they shouldn't really work?
Well, does it really make any difference? I've been dying with them.
Well, I don't know. I mean, it didn't look like it made a difference.
If we ever get it down to the point where I hardly take any damage using them, then yes, we can take them off and test it without them. But if I'm dying with them, you know I'm going to be dying with them without them.
No, well, by rights they shouldn't work. So maybe the R4 or R3 armors might be better in.
I was testing them with them before I put the other ones on.
Yeah, he did, and they just don't work very well.
I forgot to take one of my CICs off. So yeah, my full advice that I would give people is the only reason I would build this hull currently the way it stands is if you're forced to do it for TLCs. That's mine. Well, dude, now they're all showing off, and I swear earlier it was showing one on still in the dock. I don't know. I'm going crazy, I think. All right.
Those little missiles are landing.
What's that?
The missiles are landing.
I mean, you know, some are going to get through sometimes. You're not going to shoot them down with 100%.
No, I agree.
Well, I have to hop off. I have to get ready for lunch. So
All
thanks
right.
for having us. Thanks for having us on, and I'll catch you probably later on this afternoon.
Cool. Sounds good. It's not like you're going to miss a whole lot other than me throwing even more temper tantrums. So.
Have a good one, Toxic.
All right. See you later, guys.
Here.
Oh, here's where I'll start taking tons of damage, I'm sure.
Be right back, guys.
Okay. You know, the funny thing is, I think at this point I'm literally seeing no damage with or without the CIC.
That's what I'm saying right here. This is exactly, to me, this looks within, within a coin the same. There's no coin difference here. With or without. And I'm watching you, and you're not like one shot in the turrets, like anything drastic where you weren't before. You know what I mean? Your damage isn't some superb thing we can visually see.
I'm just, I really wanted to come on and I really wanted to test this shit, and I'm like super frustrated because between the lag and the targeting range is not working right. There's no way in hell I can actually test this properly. It's impossible. don't know, guys. I'm calling this. I can't do anything more. I really can't. I mean, with the lag and the targeting server, I can't do anything.
No, I understand.
I wish I could. I wish I could, and I wish I could have done a really good test server and given you guys the results that you deserve to have. But it's not going to happen. It's not.
No, it's not your fault. It's pretty much a shit ship anyhow, by the looks of it.
Yeah, I'm going to go back here and read columns for a little bit because I haven't been doing that.
So you guys watching, what do you actually think of the targets that Hellfire's hit right now?
This should be fun to watch.
I had to ask because you normally ask. I thought I'll beat you to it. Exactly.
Here's an interesting comment that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It says the lag could be entirely preview server specific, to be honest. It's smaller scale than live. Well, I would think that if it's smaller scale, you should have less lag. Like, the 20-some people that are in this thing should be causing less lag than the, however many thousand that are on the live server. So I'm going to stop screen sharing at this point. All right. I'll pull the YouTube chat down.
But I'll
put the YouTube
down
so I can see it. What was that, Caleb?
Oh, I was reading what Dan put about, did I really have to ask that? I was like, yeah, because it's not just us watching, it's everybody else. So I've actually thought I should ask that question.
Yeah, I honestly, guys, I really wish I could have done better for you and could have made you more optimistic about this hole. But there's nothing more I could do between targeting circles being off and not being able to get that precision driving in that you need for these kind of targets, and then lag just literally doing a little micro click and having it launch me forward half an inch into the turret. That wasn't a lot I could do, and I apologize for that. So, but yeah, honestly, from what I've seen at this point in time, I saw not much difference in damage between with CICs and without CICs. And I'm going to stay as far away from that boat as I can until I'm forced to use it for a DLC. And that's where I sit on this whole thing. So, anyway, I thank you guys for watching, and now I'm going to jump back on there and go into the comms and have a few discussions with the developers about what's wrong with their target, what they need to do to fix it. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and checking it out, dude, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Take care, all.
Good break, guys.